straight away, we'll be moving to the second session. Our speaker will be taking us through the newly revamped online trading platform that Apel has designed for our equity trading clients, Apel Alpha. Our second speaker today, one of the most brilliant minds we have in Apel too, Funto Inu. Funto is a financial analyst in Apel. Taking us through the second session. Funto, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So what should our audience expect from you today?
So at the end of this session, they should be able to trade and transact on the online trading platform with ease without the help of their broker.
Thank you for that. I'm sure our audience are waiting to hear from you. You can have the floor.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Funto Inu, and I'll be taking us through a step-by-step process on how to use our remodeled trading platform, Apel Alpha. So the new trading platform gives you a lot of opportunities in that you can be your own broker. What I mean by this is that you can initiate transaction at your convenience anywhere during the trading hours between 9:30 and 2:30, and it's the Nigerian Exchange Group. After hitting the Nigerian Exchange Group, if there is someone willing to do an opposite transaction, then you'll be able to transact your shares. So it gives you the opportunity to be your own broker. You have the direct market access to trade without calling your broker at a reduced brokerage fee of 0.5%. So for those who are not here using the platform, the first thing is to create an account, and you can do this by going to the website on my screen, www.apelalpha.com. After doing this, it takes you to this screen, a welcome screen, and then a login screen. So for those that do not have accounts, you need to sign up. By signing up, you need to give us some of, you need to provide your names, and then you need to provide us some of the requirements. Like you can see, we have the personal details, the bank details, next of kin. So after filling in all of these fields and giving us the required documents, then our customer service is going to send in your login details. After getting your login details, you can then log in to the trading platform. So the first thing you will see after logging in is your dashboard. On your dashboard, you are going to see your portfolio summary, which shows a breakdown of the securities you have with us. If you have bonds, if you have a trust account, you have equities, then it's going to show you that. Then you can see at this lower end here, you have a breakdown, a tabular breakdown of the securities for cash and equities. Because the market is still open, you can see we also have the top gainers as at this moment. We have the 5 top gainers here. We have the top 5 losers here too. So for you to trade and initiate transaction at your end, the first thing to do is to click on this web trading terminal. You can see the red button at the top of the screen. After clicking the web trading terminal, you are going to see the securities on the Nigerian Exchange Group. Then you can initiate your transactions by buying and then by selling them. You can also edit or cancel them. Please hold on while the screen loads. Okay, so this during the trading hours, like I explained earlier, the Nigerian Exchange Group is always open from the period of 9:30 to 2:30. During this period, you can initiate your transaction, and then it goes to your open order, and then when there's someone ready to take an opposite transaction with you, then the trade is going to be executed. On this screen, we have the select about all board. Under the premium, you have the premium stock example as shown there, and then you can also see the market depths. Like now, because there's no transaction I've recorded, by the time I start trading on this platform, you'll be able to see the number of bids, the number of hearts. We also have the market activities at the lower end here, which is showing how the market is performing. You can see that currently we have Zenith Bank, UPDC that are currently trading. So this market activity is going to show you how the market is, how the trades are being placed and what exactly is going. You can see before there was a Zenith Bank and now we have a Court Bio. So while using this platform, you need to be very careful because whatever transaction you make here, if it hits the market and someone is willing to buy the securities or sell those securities to you, it becomes executed immediately. So for example, I want to buy Access Corp. I can click on this green button to buy it. By clicking on this, it shows this, and then you'll be able to modify your securities. So it is always advisable you go for the limits, because if you go for the market, you can go for securities that you are not willing to buy at the current price in the market. So by clicking limits, you can modify the prices, the price you wish to buy the securities. And then I'm going to state the number of unit quantity I wish to buy. So I'm using 100 units currently, and then the price currently is, so I want to buy these shares at 10.70. After doing this, you can preview your order. By previewing your order, it's going to show you the estimated value of your trade. You can see it at this lower end there with a yellow font here. So this is already including the commission attached. So this is the amount that will be removed, that will be deducted from your account. And you also need to be careful. If your account is not funded, your trades are not going to push through. So you need to make sure your accounts are funded while placing trades. So since I already have my estimated value of trade and my account is funded, I can then submit this transaction. So by submitting the transaction, you can see we have an operation successful notice here. So with this, it's going to go to an open trade platform. So once it gets there, if there's someone willing to buy at that price, the trade is going to be executed. So we can do this by going to the trade history. So this morning, there was a Zenith Bank purchase, which was already filled, a UBA2, which is already filled. So from here, if I want to modify my trade, so we also have the Access Corp here, awaiting execution. So if I wish to edit my trade at this point, I can do that by clicking on this pen button. By clicking on this pen button, I can increase the number of quantity and also the price limits at which I set the trade. And I can also cancel the trade. Maybe I made a mistake. I can always cancel the trade at this point. By clicking this button, it asks for a confirmation. And if you wish to cancel, you can cancel your trade from here. If it's a sell transaction I want to do, I can do that by going back to the market view. I click on Zenith Bank, which I already have in my portfolio. Please note that you cannot sell securities that you do not have in your portfolio. So you need to have those securities in your portfolio for you to sell them. Then I can, just like I did for the buy transaction, I can select my price limits and then include the quantity I wish to sell. I want to sell a 10 units. At what price do I wish to sell it? You can see currently Zenith Bank is selling at this price range of 23.60 to 23.45, which is the day's range. So you pick this and then use the price you wish to sell the securities, 23.40. You preview your order and then you have your estimated value of trade and then you submit it. Okay. So after doing this, we already have this operation successful notification. You can close this. And then like the first speaker said, that you need to be well informed about the securities you want to purchase. So from here, you can go to analyst research and then look at the informations in the market currently. We have various reports here. We have the market reports. We have the mid market report. So you can always look at information here. Also, if it's on information on the securities you wish to purchase, from here you can just pick, okay, yes, I want to pick this particular securities and know the history and what has been going on, information currently about these securities. By clicking this access up, it's going to give you informations, past information and historical record on access up. So that is coming up now, please hold on. Okay, so you can see it. We have the today's range. You have the price is currently selling. Then you have the average daily volume. You can also see the 3-month trend. So you can see as at 28th of March is at this price, and then how it has been performing. From here to, you can also select other securities you wish to buy. So you can edit from here, choose other securities. Now I want to pick a damp sugar. I want to pick a damp sugar and I want to see how they've been trading so far. So from here, you can just select the securities and then it's going to show you how they've been performing so far. So another thing you can do here is that you can create a simulated portfolio. Please hold on. Okay, so from here, you can come to simulated portfolio. Sorry, yes. So you can come to simulated portfolio. So for those who haven't used this platform before, you can come here and see how everything is going to move on. So I already have existing securities and I want to know how, if I add a particular security, maybe you want to diversify your portfolio, you want to add other things. So you want to add another securities, you can pick the securities name. By picking the securities name, I want to add a, I want to add a UCAP security now. So I'm clicking on UCAP here. Then you can include the price you wish to buy the security. So on this end, it's not like you are really buying the securities. You are just trying to see how your portfolio is going to perform if you add a particular securities to it. So you are saying that, okay, maybe in the next 1 month, you think a particular security is going to increase in price or is going to decrease, or you are looking at how you want to monitor how it's going, the securities is performing before you actually hit the market. So from here, you can just add it, you are not buying it. You can just add it and see the performance of this particular securities to your portfolio. So you can include the units, purchase dates, can use today's dates, and then it calculates your volume, and then you can add this portfolio. So it's going to add this particular security to my existing security, and then I can monitor how this particular security movement is, how it's increasing, how it's decreasing, and how it's performing in the market. Another thing you can do if you are just using this platform is to set a price trigger. What I mean by this is that I want to be notified when a particular stock I wish to purchase reaches a particular amount. So by doing this, you can pick the securities from this end. I want to buy a total. And then what do you want to do? So you want to be notified when the price reaches about, once there's a particular volume you wish to buy is up for trade, then you can select the attributes by picking the price. Then you select exactly what you want to do, whether it's a price notification greater than, do you want the platform to notify you when it is greater than this particular price or less than this particular price. So I want to be notified when it is less than the particular price I'm going to be stating here. And then what is the price? I want to be notified when it is to
And then 15 million. So.
Then you specify your note, please. Then you can add the alerts. So by doing this, when this total security is less than 100 naira, it's going to notify you that you can now come into the market to buy. And if it's to sell to, you can also do that. So you can see the notification total is successfully added to your list. So for after doing all this and you wish to see the transaction you've done so far, I already came to this page, you can see them there and you can always edit it. Since it has a direct market assets, you need to be very careful so that you don't make mistakes and then make buy securities you do not want to. Another thing you can do is to generate statements. So you can come to your account and generate various statements. You want to generate contract notes, you want to generate your account statement, maybe your total trade so far. You can also do this at this end. So you come to accounts. And then you specify the required fields needed for you to generate the particular statements you want. So if you want to specify the particular securities, so you can do that. But now I want to generate my total statement. Then you specify the days range from last week, Monday to today. Okay. So you can see it's going to load all your securities so far, all your debit securities and your credit securities. You can also download this statement if you wish to. You want to copy it, you want to download in CSV format, you want to download in Excel or a PDF format. So you can also do this. Also, if it's to download your contract notes, you can also do this on this platform if you wish to download your contract note using the same process. So the key things to note if you are just using this platform is that this platform gives a direct market access to the Nigerian exchange group at a reduced brokerage of 0.5%. You need to be very careful when you are doing this. You need to watch out for the price history before trading so that you don't make mistakes that are very dangerous. You watch out for the recent information on the stock, which I already showed you earlier. You watch out for the liquidity. The liquidity, you will see this with the price movements on the market view, and then you can set your price triggers like I did. You can also make use of the simulated portfolio option. So by using the simulated portfolio option, you'll be used to how to use the platform so that when you start trading on this platform, you won't be able to make mistakes that you shouldn't. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Funto, for that presentation. The idea of Apple Alpha is a robust and comprehensive trading platform or interface that Apple has designed to for their clients to take advantage of real-time trading activities, and of course, for you to trade on your own with ease at your own convenience anywhere you are in the world. Because of our time, we shall be going straight to the question and answers and question section. I have a question here from Joy. Joy wants to know, in the event that you invest in a product and the organization defaults on their disbursement of returns, what do you need to do? Is there a body that people can report to? How do you recover our investment returns? Case in point, the agro partnership issue. Tosin, you want to take that question?
Thank you, Maria. First of all, before we go into investing in such an instrument, we need to be aware of the regulators guiding this investment asset class. Once we are aware of the regulators, we can actually report when cases like this comes up. For now, I would first suggest you engage the company, first of all, And if the complaint is not forthcoming, you can take it up to the regulatory bodies, that's the apex regulatory body. So you can actually report to the Securities and Exchange Commission you can actually report to the Securities and Exchange Commission. You write a letter, you can write a letter, or you can go to their office to lay your complaint. And I'm very sure they will take this up with them and prefer a solution on how you can get your funds back. Thank you.
Thank you, Tosin. I think just to buttress what Tosin has said, before we go into any investments, you must be sure of who the regulator of that company is. For us here in APEL, our regulator is the Securities and Exchange Commission. I have another question here from Sam. Sam wants to know, for the platform users, do you share market insights or recommendations? Fonto, can you take that question, please?
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, we do. So at the end of the day, like the first speaker already said, that we share market insights and securities and recommendations. Even for corporate actions, we have securities that maybe in once they announce any corporate action, dividend, bonus, or anything. So these are usually sent to all our subscribers, and you can subscribe to all of these market insights on our website. Thank you.
Thank you, Fonto. I have a question here from Moriah. So I think this one is a tricky one. Moriah wants to know, do you consider investing in cryptocurrency a smart investment decision? Tosin, can you please take that?
This is really a tricky one. First of all, I would advise that you do a risk assessment to be able to gauge your risk tolerance level. I'm not going to say don't invest in cryptocurrencies, because as we all know, our currency is going digital, assets are going digital, and that's the future. But before you do this, I would say you should actually assess yourself and know your risk appetite before you go into such investment decision. And secondly, this asset class is not yet regulated. So I would advise that you be careful when going into such an investment, because if anything goes south, who do you report to? And there's a third area that I am sure they haven't found a solution to. When you invest in equities, you invest in bonds and the likes, you can actually transfer your assets to your next of kin or to your beneficiaries at the point of death. But when you're buying a cryptocurrency, how do you transfer these assets to your beneficiary at the point of death? For some other people, I've heard that once you misplace your password or you can't access your phone, that investment is gone. So I'm going to throw the question back to Moriah. With all these explanations, do you think it's a wise investment decision when you can't recoup or you can't access your investment once you have lost your password or you've misplaced your phone? Thank you.
Thank you, Tosin. Moriah, I hope Tosin was able to answer your question. Fonto, this one is for you. Babatune wants to know, do you also have an app for this APEL Alpha, or is it just web-based?
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, we have an app for the trading platform, and it's called the India app, IDIA. So you can download this app on your store, maybe your app store or your Play Store. After downloading it, there's a prompt that will lead you on how to do it. And at the point of registration, you need to also select APEL as your stockbroker. So by doing this, it just links you to the login detail that you already provided, that you already used, on the trading platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Fonto. The last question we'll be taking for today's webinar is from Adetutu Pratt. Adetutu wants to know, do you advise investing in the foreign markets in this critical period, e.g., the US market or the Asian market? Tosin will go to that question.
Thank you, Larry. Yes, investing in the foreign market is a form of diversification, like I earlier said. But we also need to do our due diligence. I'm sure some of you are not aware that in the Nigerian market, there's a stop loss of 10% when you invest in this market at the point where the stock is going down. When you invest in the foreign market, that opportunity, or in the foreign market, yes, or in the New York exchange or London exchange, you can actually lose all your investments in a day. So I would advise that you be very critical when putting your funds in the foreign markets. But if you're bent on investing in the foreign market, I'll advise that you look at the Eurobond space. There, your capital is guaranteed if you hold the assets to maturity, and you'd also get your returns twice a year. So you can look at the Eurobond markets, but the foreign market, when it comes to equities, I've given you the disadvantages, but the advantages to the opportunities there that you can tap into. But you need to be well informed and you need to do your due diligence before going into that space.
Thank you, Tosin. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you to everyone who have asked questions and those that have given compliments as it relates to the presentations we've had today. We can take this conversation beyond this webinar. You can check us out on our website, www.apel.com.ng, www.apel.com.ng. And of course, if you have feedbacks on the webinar we've done today, or you want to ask questions around our investment products, you can send an email to us at info@apel.com.ng. You can also send an email to us at customercare@apel.com.ng. info@apel.com.ng, customercare@apel.com.ng. You can also follow us on our various social media platforms. On Twitter, you can follow us on APELNG, and on Instagram at APELNG. You can also ring us on 01-293-2121. 01-293-2121. We will be more than willing to take your questions, your comments, and your feedbacks. Before we draw the curtain today on today's webinar, I would like to take one last word from our speakers. Tosin, you want to go first?
Thank you. I would want us to have it at the back of our minds that we are currently living in times of uncertainty. And before we part away with our ad-end funds, ensure you do your due diligence. There are some people out there that are also waiting to collect your funds from you. Do not allow them taking your ad-end funds. Ensure you do your due diligence before investing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tosin. Funto, your last word on today's webinar to our audience.
Okay, thank you very much. I shared a screen where I listed some of those things you need, the key things to note before you use the trading platform. The trading platform gives us a direct market access. In as much as we are making trading easy for you, trading at ease and also at a reduced cost. We also want you to take note of those things. The first thing, you need to use the simulated portfolio. Be well informed about the securities you need to buy before going ahead to buy them, and also to sell them, put the fundamentals of the securities. And with this, I believe that you will be able to figure it out. Thank you.
Thank you, Funto. Someone wants to know if they can get the presentation materials in their email box, email addresses. If you can send us an email, send an email to info@apel.com.ng, then we'll be more than willing to answer your questions. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of APEL, we would like to thank you most sincerely for taking out time to join us on today's webinar. This is where we draw the curtain until we bring your way another insightful edition in the series of our webinar powered by APEL. We say bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.